Introduction: The Invisible Bridge. Imagine standing on the bank of a wide, rushing river. On your side of the river, the air is thick with noise, distraction, and a subtle, constant feeling of anxiety. You look across the water and see the opposite bank. There, the landscape is calm. People walk with purpose. They smile genuinely. They seem to possess a quiet strength that shields them from the chaotic world. That opposite bank is a better life. And the bridge to get there, it is built from a language you are learning right now. Many people view learning English as an academic chore, a mountain of grammar rules to climb, or a list of words to force into their memory. But language is not a checklist. Language is an invisible bridge. When you master English, you do not just learn how to speak differently, you learn how to think differently. You gain access to global wisdom, new perspectives, and timeless principles that can reshape your daily reality. Today, we are going to walk across that bridge together. We will explore the iconic 7 rules for a better life. As you listen to this story, do not just focus on the individual words. Listen to the rhythm. Notice how the ideas connect. Let the English language wash over you, not as a subject to study, but as a vehicle for your personal transformation. If you're finding your flow with today's session, subscribe to the Story Shadow and join our community of English learners. Rule 1. Make peace with your past. Our journey begins with the heaviest weight most people carry, the past. Imagine trying to run a marathon while dragging a heavy iron suitcase behind you. Inside this suitcase are your old mistakes, your missed opportunities, and the moments where you felt you failed. Every time you look backward to check on that suitcase, you slow down. You lose your balance. You trip over the small stones in front of you. The first rule for a better life is simple, yet incredibly difficult. Make peace with your past so it won't disturb your present. In English, we have a beautiful phrase, water under the bridge. It means that something has already happened. It has flowed away, and it cannot be changed. Your past is water under the bridge. The mistakes you made yesterday, last month, or 10 years ago belong to a person who no longer exists. You are wiser now. You are stronger. When you practice English, apply this rule to your learning process as well. Forgive yourself for the mispronounced words. Forget the grammar mistakes you made in your last conversation. Treat your past errors as stepping stones, not weights. Release the suitcase, let the water flow under the bridge, and look straight ahead. Rule 2. What others think of you is none of your business. As we move forward, we encounter the second great obstacle to happiness, the opinions of other people. Human beings are naturally social creatures. We want to belong, and we want to be liked. However, a dangerous trap opens when we begin to care too much about external approval. We start living our lives to satisfy the expectations of our neighbors, our coworkers, or strangers on the internet. The second rule protects you from this trap. What other people think of you is none of your business. Let those words sink in. It is not just that you shouldn't care, it is literally not your business. You cannot control the thoughts inside someone else's head. If someone judges you, their judgment is a reflection of their own biases, their own insecurities, and their own bad days. It has nothing to do with your true value. Think about how this applies to your English journey. How many times have you stayed silent because you were afraid someone would judge your accent? How many times have you hesitated to speak because you feared looking foolish? When you accept that their opinions are none of your business, you unlock a superpower. You gain the freedom to speak boldly, to make mistakes loudly, and to learn rapidly. True fluency belongs to the brave, and bravery begins when you stop asking for permission to exist. Rule 3. Give it time. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want our food in minutes, our deliveries in hours, and our success in days. When change does not happen immediately, we become frustrated. We assume that something is wrong with us, or that the goal is impossible. This brings us to the third rule. Time heals almost everything. Give it time. Growth is a slow, quiet process. Consider a seed planted deep in the dark earth. For weeks, nothing seems to happen on the surface. If you dig up the seed every day to check on its progress, you will kill it. You must trust the unseen process. Beneath the dirt, roots are reaching out, creating a strong foundation. Only when the roots are ready will the green shoot break through the soil and reach for the sun. Your life and your language learning follow this exact law of nature. You cannot force fluency in a single weekend. You cannot build a perfect life in a month. Every single day you spend listening to English, reading a book, or speaking a sentence is a day you are watering the seed. The progress might be invisible right now, but the roots are growing. Be patient with yourself. Time is not your enemy, it is your most powerful ally.
Rule 4. No one is in charge of your happiness except you. The fourth rule is a call to personal responsibility. No one is in charge of your happiness except you. We often wait for someone else to make us happy. A partner, a friend, a boss, or even a teacher. We think, if only they would praise me more, or if only they would understand me better, then I would be happy. But placing your happiness in someone else's hands is like giving them the keys to your house and hoping they never lock you out. You are the architect of your own joy. You decide how to react to the world. You decide what to focus on. When you take full responsibility for your emotions, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. In your English studies, this means you don't wait for the perfect teacher or the perfect environment. You create your own immersion. You find the books that excite you. You seek out the conversations that challenge you. Your progress is your responsibility, and that is the most empowering realization you can have. Rule 5. Don't compare your life to others. As we continue across the bridge, we see many other people walking their own paths. It is tempting to look at them and feel inadequate. The fifth rule is, don't compare your life to others, and don't judge them. You have no idea what their journey is all about. Comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare your behind-the-scenes reality with someone else's highlight reel, you will always feel like you are losing. But everyone has struggles you cannot see. Everyone has doubts, fears, and silent battles. In the world of language, this is especially true. You might hear someone speak with perfect grammar and feel discouraged, but you don't see the years of struggle, the thousands of mistakes, and the quiet hours of study they put in. Your path is your path.
Run your own race. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Rule 5. Stop thinking too much. The sixth rule is a reminder to find peace in uncertainty. Stop thinking too much. It's all right not to know all the answers. Our minds love to create problems that don't exist. We worry about the future, we overanalyze the past, and we try to solve every mystery of life before we even live it. But some things cannot be understood through logic alone. Some things must be experienced. When you are learning English, you will encounter many things that don't make sense. You will find exceptions to the rule that seem unfair. You will hear idioms that sound like nonsense. If you stop and try to analyze every single detail, you will never move forward. Sometimes the answer is that there is no answer. Just accept it, let it be, and keep going. Fluency is not about knowing everything. It is about being comfortable with not knowing everything. Rule 7. Smile. Finally, we reach the end of the bridge. The seventh rule is the simplest of all. Smile. You don't own all the problems in the world. A smile is a small gesture with a massive impact. It changes your brain chemistry. It lowers your stress. It makes you more approachable and more open to the world. When you smile, you send a signal to yourself and to others that despite the challenges, life is good. As you finish this story, take a deep breath and smile. You have just spent 15 minutes immersing yourself in a new language and timeless wisdom. You are building your bridge. You are growing. You are becoming the person you were meant to be. The bridge is always there. The language is always yours. Keep walking, keep learning, and keep living a better life.